Hey, stocks are sliding, Bitcoin is down 30%, and people are asking, is this the beginning of a full-blown collapse? Because it feels like 2020 all over again. But what if I told you this crash isn't random? It's part of a bigger, calculated strategy. And once you understand what's really going on, you'll realize that this crash might just be the opportunity that everyone's been waiting for. So in this video, I'll break down why the market is dropping, what's really happening behind the scenes, and how this panic might just be creating a window of opportunity. And this could be your chance if you're paying attention. I've been trading and investing for over a decade, and every week I drop new videos to help you stay ahead of the market. So if you haven't already, make sure to click subscribe and make sure you're prepared. Because right now, the headlines are screaming panic, but that's actually not where the real story is. To see what's really going on, we need to step back, follow the policy moves, the money flow, and the macro setup. And it all starts with one word: tariffs. The US recently announced a sharp increase in tariffs. That's what's triggered this wave of volatility, and the market hates uncertainty. But here's the key. This wasn't a surprise to smart money. This move was calculated. In fact, Stanley Druckenmiller, one of the most respected investors in the world, called these tariffs the lesser of two evils. So think about that for a moment. He's not saying that tariffs are good, just that the alternative could have been worse. Inflation, stagnation. Instead, the US is flexing their current position, and over 50 countries have already started negotiating new trade terms, which tell you there's a much bigger game in motion. This isn't your typical trade war that the media wants you to believe. It's more like a reset on how countries engage in global trade. And we're seeing a lot of proactive, cooperative response. For example, in the news, you can see that Taiwan has offered to eliminate tariffs, increase investments in the US, and expand trade partnerships. This isn't about pressure, it's about recognizing the shift and engaging constructively. And many countries are choosing to act early because they see the benefit of stable, mutual beneficial trade with the United States. And this is important because while fear dominates the headlines, this kind of cooperation suggests that things could actually get better, not worse. And here's where things actually start to get interesting. These moves aren't just about trade. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent actually made it clear that the administration wants lower oil prices and lower interest rates. And guess what? It's working. As you can see, oil prices are down over 25%, and the 10-year Treasury yield has dropped nearly a full percentage point. And this is exactly what the administration wants, because the US needs to refinance trillions in debt and lower rates to make that a lot cheaper. These aren't just coincidences, they're the outcomes of a coordinated effort to cool the economy just to make way for monetary easing. And this easing will benefit one thing more than anything else: risk assets, stocks, and Bitcoin. Most people actually thought that tariffs would make inflation worse, but the opposite is actually happening. Inflation has crashed from over 3% in December to 1.22% this week. This is the lowest since late 2020. That's huge. It means the Fed is no longer fighting inflation. And here's what most investors are missing: that the Fed may have to react sooner rather than later. And get this, just a week ago, the probability of a rate cut in May was sitting at just 14%. As of today, it jumped to 43%, which is a massive shift. And it shows that the market could be starting to price in a pivot. And we know when things start to pivot that crypto and stocks go on historic runs. Because when liquidity floods in, Bitcoin and risk assets lead the way. And we're entering a very similar setup, and smart money knows it. And they haven't forgotten back in 2020 when Bitcoin rallied from 3.8K to over $60,000. And we could be seeing that setup again if the Fed cuts rates, liquidity returns, and when that happens, crypto doesn't wait, it runs. And that's why smart investors aren't selling right now, because they know what comes next. Fear turns into FOMO really fast. And that's the entire point of this video, is the truth. It's not a collapse, it's a reset. The US is reshaping global trade, inflation is under control, and the Fed is just likely weeks or months away from pivoting. And you need to understand that the market is just overreacting to fear and missing the bigger setup. So let me ask, what are you doing to prepare yourself for this potential rebound in the market? And the truth is, even if this isn't the bottom, it's one of the best opportunities that traders and investors have had in the market for a very long time to get in high quality stocks, into Bitcoin, and to other crypto at much better prices than they were just a few months ago. And now's not the time to sit on your hands. It's a time to have a plan and be ready. Because when the Fed pivots and the market starts to move, you don't want to be late. And that's why I've already set up bids to buy Bitcoin and other assets so that I'm not late to the party. And as always, this is what I'm doing. This is not financial advice, but whatever you do, don't sit on your hands right now. You need to have a plan because these type of opportunities don't happen very often. With that said, if this video gave you clarity within the market chaos right now, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel because every week I'll be dropping more videos and I'll be tracking what happens in the market so I can help you be ready for the next big opportunity. With that said, make sure to watch the video above right here. You guys trade safe, have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one.